earthly author? Moses is, right? Okay? So you're getting a little wisdom. Now, who is the actual author? God is. Okay? Now, we know some characteristics about God. He's all powerful. He's all knowing. He's always been, right? He's always been. So if God wrote you a letter, if he wrote you a book, can you trust it? Okay? Do you think, as we look at the creation story this morning, do you think it takes faith to believe the creation story? I think it does. I think, actually, it takes faith to be an atheist. It's misguided faith, right? If you're an evolutionist, okay, I listened to several theories in the last couple of weeks. Kind of funny, actually. And y'all know the one where there was water, poo, and a single-cell animal divided and became two and swam up out of there, climbed up in a tree, and that's your granddaddy, right? That's all Charles Darwin could come up with. He's a pretty smart cat, wasn't he? If you'll study a little bit about his life, and you need to, he liked to kill cats and dogs and birds. He was one of those kids that liked to kill animals. And he had about every ailment possible known to man. And so what he did, when you look at all the things that come about in the false religions and those things that come about with the theories of life, they had to try to come up with a way to take God out. All the other false religions, they had a problem is there had to be a creator, right? And so what he did through the theory of evolution, and it is a what? So is it fact? I mean, and it seems to me that our educational systems can't get that. They teach it as fact, which they're all a bunch of bald-faced liars. That's all there is to that. If there's one theory that is absolutely absurd to a poor old boy with just common sense. You know, I like people with just common sense, don't you? I mean, it's good to have book learning, right? And have phylacteries on the wall. It's good to have that stuff. But if you can't pour water out of a boot, okay, then you got a problem, okay? So they teach it as fact. It is a theory. And so if you look at things and you see how it comes about, you say, man, you know, I just don't know if I can buy that. I want to give you some things this morning. But the first thing I want to throw out there, and for anybody who happens to come on our website or watches anything, I want to be clear. Evolution is manure. It's trash. It's garbage. It doesn't take faith to believe that. It takes somebody who doesn't have clear thinking. I just want you to understand that, okay? If you want to know my position on it. Now, we're going to dive into the creation part here in just a second. But I want to shed some stuff on you. If they say, when I say they, how old is the earth? How old is it? 13.8 billion years. 13.8. Galaxy, you know. So, I mean, I want to give you some numbers, some that, first off, I don't know nobody who was counting back then. They said they can do radioactive tests, right? Now, I'm not a smart man, okay? But they'll find something, or they'll take dirt, and they'll put it through that process, carbon dating, whatever, and they'll say it's this year old, right? Well, if the cosmos was created 13 billion years ago, that means all the matter exploded. That's the Big Bang theory, and went out. And so you got all the planets that went out, and then Earth was a planet, and then it cooled and all that kind of stuff. Then wouldn't all the dirt be the same age? I mean, don't that make sense? If dirt is dirt and it was all created at the same time, then it all ought to be at the same age.